What we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat the wok over high heat. You want the wok nice and hot before you add the oil. We'll be adding about 2 teaspoons of olive oil and about 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic. We typically like using crushed garlic from a jar that you can buy from a Chinese supermarket, or you can crush some fresh garlic if you choose to. We now toss in the fresh prawns, and the prawns are wild prawns, and they are deshelled and deveined. Prawns tend to cook very quickly, so don't overcook it. You probably want to just toss it along with the garlic mixture for, I'd say, about 2 to 3 minutes till they're cooked. Even if they are about 90% cooked, that's probably going to be sufficient because we're going to be doing a little bit more cooking of them in a little bit. So put aside the prawns and wash the wok so the wok is nice and clean, and preheat the wok again over high heat. Add about 2 to 3 teaspoons of olive oil, and now add about half a cup of chopped onions. Onions tend to take a little while to cook, and for this particular buttermilk cream sauce, it definitely tastes better when the onions are fully cooked. So you want to spend a little bit of time here to toss the onions around to make sure the onion isn't going to burn in the wok, and make sure that it's getting close to translucent. That's how you know when it's about getting cooked. You then add about 2 tablespoons of butter. And butter burns fairly quickly over high heat, so you definitely want to keep the butter moving around in the hot wok and mix it around with the onions. This will infuse the butter taste into the onions as the onions cook to almost full doneness. I don't know if that's a word, but until it's fully cooked. Now you add about half a cup of water. And the water is going to dilute the butter a little bit. You don't want it too strong of butter taste. So toss the water around a little bit and mixing it with the butter onion mixture fairly well. With the high heat, the water will burn off and evaporate a little bit, and that's what you want. So toss it around so everything's infused together. At this point, what you want to do is you want to season with salt. We like using sea salt, and we then add about half to 1 tablespoon of sugar. That's the way we like it. I recommend that you give it a taste before you go to the next step. Mix up the salt and sugar really well. And the next step is to add about 1 cup of evaporated milk. This is the second main ingredient of the buttermilk sauce. And toss the milk around in the mixture and make sure that the butter and milk mixture gets mixed well together. And leave it under high heat till the mixture starts to bubble and thicken a little bit. You will notice that the mixture will start foaming. That's typically what milk mixtures do, and that's when you want to give it a quick toss and then add a little bit thickening agent into the sauce. What we're adding here is a mixture of about 1 teaspoon of cornstarch with 1 teaspoon of water. And now we're going to be tossing the mixture around to thicken the sauce a little bit more. As you can see, the sauce has thickened up. You want to use a spoon to check. It should just run off the spoon a little bit, dripping off. And that's the consistency you want the sauce to be. So toss the sauce a little bit, and now we just go to the final step. You toss the prawns that we cooked earlier into the sauce, and the prawns are already cooked, so you don't really need to cook it too much longer. What we want to do is just toss it in the sauce so the prawns are well covered with the buttermilk cream sauce. And there you have it. This is what we call the Cantonese style buttermilk cream sauce prawns.